Hello and welcome to today's session. We're going to work with some deep questions, three that we often ask ourselves. Where am I? What do I want? And who am I? So we bring these questions into movement and we use this time, as we often do, as a moving meditation. So first, let's get some energy into the body by wrapping the arms around your waist. And this is called knocking on the door of life. You can knock as firmly or as gently as you like today. And the door of life is an acupressure point behind the navel on the spine. And it is said that that is the gate of life, or the door of life. Very good for getting some quick energy into the body. Now your stance is slightly wider than hip width, your knees are slightly bent, and you can look over your shoulders to complete the movement of your spinal unfolding. So I had to look for a word there for a moment. And now this one is quite invigorating. You can see this as the yang movement. Now let's slow it down and just bring the arms, move the arms in the space around your body. This is called water waves. And you can imagine trailing your hands through beautiful warm water. And it's a similar movement, so we're still turning from the hips and waist, engaging the whole length of the spine. Now we're slowing the movement down. This is a more yin version. And start to pay attention to the air around your body, and especially how you feel the air move through your fingers. And that is the first question. Where are we? That's often something we're rushing around too much, but one really good way of checking where we are is to awaken the senses. So where am I? I am here because I can feel the air move through my fingers. I can feel my clothes moving on my body. I can feel my breath moving in and out. I can feel the backs of my hands and the palms of my hands. Feel the way my arms rotate in the shoulder joints. I can feel the way my spine initiates the movement and the rest of my torso follows. I am here. Where are you? In your body, in this moment. Yeah. Great, let's slow that down. Let's take a moment to wake up the heart. Just gently knock with your soft fists on your chest. You can move up and down the sternum. You can use 2 fingers as well. Up and down the sternum to the sides of the chest. Just checking in with how you are doing today in this moment. Now take a flat hand and tap on the inside of the arm. Turn over your hand and tap back up on the outside of the arm. So down on the inside, up on the outside. This is called Chi massage. And we're following the meridians in the arms, the energy lines traveling through the arms. So again, you can tap as firmly or as gently as you like. Imagine you're waking up the energy rivers inside your body, and especially those of the heart. There are 2 meridians inside the arms for the heart and the pericardium. And when you travel up, don't forget to take with you the shoulders. That's often where we hold a lot of emotional stress. All the way up the shoulders and down. One more time. And back to the center of the body. And down the other arm. Flat hand down the inside. Up the outside. There are yin meridians on the inside of the body and the yang meridians on the outside of the arm. Sorry. Yin and yang. It's one of those reminders that, like the in and out breath, we always have an activation and a relaxation moment in every breath we take. Release, breathe out. And breathe in and activate. And gently bring that back to the center. And now down to the belly. So we're starting to work with the lower dantian, which is the energy center in the lower body, and the heart center, the middle dantian. These are 2 of the energy centers in the body. And now let's do this a bit more invigoratingly. So we bring the hand to the front, and with a soft fist, we bring energy to the belly. Again, this can be tender, especially for women if it's your moon time, if you've had cramps, or if you're feeling a bit out of sorts, be really gentle. If you feel on top of the world, you can make it a bit more invigorating. This is called, this is part of Iron Shirt Qigong. It's part of the martial arts interpretation or use of Qigong. Really to enliven the lower dantian, the power center, the core of your body. Just flow with it. Feel what's right for your body right now. Enlivening again the center of your body. And what often happens in Western cultures is we are so active in our mind, but we forget to bring the energy down into the body. So this is a really good reminder or movement to do. If you think, oh, I'm too active in the mind, just bring some attention to the lower body, because where the mind goes, Qi flows. It's one of the sayings of the old Taoist masters. Yeah. And let that slowly come down. Take a moment to feel, if you feel different to the last few minutes when we started the class, how present do you feel in your body? Do you feel the energy moving? Perhaps the mental energy descending into the body. Yeah. Let's do another one for the spine and for the nervous system. This is called spinal cord breathing. You breathe in, raise your chest to the ceiling. Breathe out, curl over like a fern. Curl up your spine. Breathe in, chest rises. Breathe out, you curl. Breathe in and out. The hands are soft. And most of the movement happens in the spine, so this is not so much going down into a deep knee bend. We more or less isolate the movement from the hips upward, so that we can really focus the energy into the spine. In, out. And really pay attention to moving all your vertebrae one at a time. So lower back, middle back, upper back. And upper back, middle back, lower back. Breathe in, work the spine. Again, this is the physical structure of the body. Where am I? I am here in this present moment, in the physicality of my body. Pay attention to the front and the back of your body. Lengthening, giving space to yin on the front, yang on the back. And again, this movement is brilliant for creating space for the heart. Checking in with how you're feeling today. What is the emotional landscape inside you? How does it feel? And every in-breath is a chance to fill up with new energy. Every out-breath, you can let go of anything that feels in the way for you to have a day of joy and a day to thrive and play. Anything that stands in your way of inner peace or balance, just breathe it out. Breathe it out. You can even breathe out as if you're breathing out through a straw. You can use the arms like kind of squeezing out the last bit of the old energy. One more time. Squeeze out the old. Roll up and come back to your center. Now let's open the legs a bit wider and start gently moving your weight from one to the other leg. That's all we're doing right now. Gently feel the shift in weight. Not one leg to the other leg. Feel again the physical structure of your body. And once you feel comfortable with the movement, you let your torso unfurl, uncurl. This movement is called moving the body like a river. It's like feeling those meandering curves of the water through your body. Working the legs, we're strengthening the legs, but we're also warming up and oiling the joints. And when you feel ready, you can even tilt your torso, bend forward. Gives another lubrication of the spine. You can have your hands dangling like I have, or you can have them on the legs if you feel more comfortable with that. And you can make the knee bend deeper. Bend forward, more into the lower back. Make sure whatever your angle is that you release the head. Great, and gently come back up and bring the hands by the heart. Bring your knuckles into your chest. It's a really good acupressure point for releasing of emotional tension. And we breathe in, we lift our heart to the sky. Breathe out, heart to the earth. Breathe in, heart to sky, heart to earth. And this is a really good movement to check in with your breathing. You can open the arms a bit wider to give more space to your chest, to your lungs. And pay attention again, being present in the moment. Breathe in the fresh possibilities of the day. Breathe out anything you don't need to carry right now. Breathe it out, let it go, compost it to the earth with gratitude. It's not a flinging away of old emotions, it's a conscious letting go. Letting go of stress, of tension, of irritation, exhaustion, fear. Breathe it out, return it to earth, if you can, with gratitude. And then really invite the new and the fresh energy, the life-giving energy into your body. And the positive feelings of joy and playfulness, kindness, compassion, vitality. That's really where the mind goes, chi flows. So whatever we pay attention to, that will grow in our awareness, in our system. And bring the hands by the heart. And now this is one of the movements that yoga people will recognize as the warrior, or warrior two, I think. It's really good for, again, working with where we are in this moment. And in Qigong, we have a flowing aspect to it. So what we do, we turn on the heel. You can find your balance if you like. You can have your hands on your leg, or you can keep them by your heart. And for this movement, it's important that your knee doesn't go over your heel. So make sure that you adjust your stance. Here you have a bit more stability, it's slightly easier. And if you make a larger gap between your legs, it is a little bit harder on the balance. So we were here with the hands by the heart, and we bring them out to this posture. And now what we do is we come back and flow. And you can lift the back heel or not, that depends on how long your Achilles heels are. So you can actually keep the heel on the floor if you want. Gives you more balance. Breathe into the center. Breathe out and flow. In back to the center and flow. And connect with that same spacious breathing we did just now. In and out. And what we do here is feel like your hands are unfolding like water, like a wave. So there's no tension in the hands at all. Breathe out and you're just floating the hands out like water. Breathe into the heart. Let the wave travel out of you gently. Feel that fluidity and flow, and at the same time the strength of your legs, of your center. time, let it unfold, soft like water. Back to the center, turn back the heel. Open the heart to the sky, into the earth. It's always good to catch your breath. Come back in the moment. Or emphasize your presence in the moment. And come back to the heart. And open now on your other leg. Turn on the heel. Again, find your position, your balance. How far do you want the legs? Shorter stance is easier. Wider stance is more challenging. And we're going to add one layer for the imagination. When we're flowing out now, imagine that your front hand represents the future and your back hand represents the past. So breathe in. Front hand flows to the future, back hand connected to the past. Breathe in and out. So you are coming from the past, the whole trajectory of your life that you walked, that you learned and studied, you had relationships, you had experiences. You're present here now in your body. And you have a future path. In and out. And remember the softness of the fingers, this traveling, no tension in the fingers. In and out. Another thing to be aware of is that we don't want to be weighed down by the past or by worries for the future. So make sure that your arms are level. So we are present with awareness and wisdom from the past, with anticipation for the future. Keep it flowing. So that's one of the differences between Qigong and yoga, that yoga often holds postures for a very long time, and Qigong tries to find the fluidity and the flow between two postures. One more time. Soft flowing of the hands. You strong between past, present and future. Come back to the center. Turn back your heel, your toes. Breathe in and out. Just let your mind gently integrate the experiences you had, the insights you might have had in that movement. What did you notice? What did you observe? That's like switching on the light of your consciousness, your inner observer. And let's bring the hands back and walk the feet in. Bring the hands down. And let's open the flow. We bring the hands to shoulder height and release them down. So breathe in and out. As you breathe in, you gently rock your way towards the heels. And back to the center of the foot when you're coming down. Breathe into the heels. And breathe out to the center of the feet. With that little weight shift, you allow the spine again to unfurl. Again, that wave-like quality. Unfold like a wave, like a fern. Little flower. Like a spiral in the clouds. And what we're doing here is we are working with the physical structure of the body, the Jing, with the energetic structure, the Qi, and with the awareness of the mind, consciousness, which is called Shen. And these three are the three treasures. And they're often compared to the physical structure to ice, the firmness of the body. The Jing, or that's called the Jing, and then the Qi is the energy of the heart. And the Shen is the light of the mind. So we're going from ice melting to water, and water evaporating into mist or steam. That is the transformation we're doing with the energetic work of Qigong. We're bringing the physical body in motion. We can give space to the emotions in the heart. And that we also learn about who we are, our psyche works, our inner thoughts work, observer quality of the mind. Just let it flow, melting into more refined energy with every movement. And last time, let the hands drift down. Come back to the center. Just gather your chi for a moment. Feel this life force in front of your torso. And we're going to do a flowing sequence now to work even more deeply with these treasures. And what we do, let's start with pivoting the hips. It's like your hips are on two rails, gently pivoting the hips. Let it slow it down a bit. Your hands are by your side. I just demonstrated with my fingers there. Pivoting, gliding one hip back and forward. And then we're going to bring in an arm movement. So when your one hip comes forward, your arm floats with it. Other hand come forward. One hip comes forward, hand comes forward. And we're leading with the back of the hand. So the back of the hand comes towards the midline of the body. So hip and hand, hip and hand, hip and hand. And there's one more layer that when we're here, we actually invite energy with a spiraling movement into the center. And while we do that, the other hip and hand come forward. Look how the hand, it's almost like grabs an apple, bring it into the belly. The spiraling movement is very good for moving energy through the body, so you can move it all the way up the arm and into the torso, into the belly. And here we are connecting with the earth. The earth and our physical body are connected. So imagine you are reaching to bring that stability of earth, or whatever earth represents for you, into the physical structure of your body. Yeah, beautiful. And this is the form, sometimes called the jungle of life. So this is where we are doing our work, our practice. This is where we are caring for the body, how we're lifting our shopping bags, the physical structure of the body. And this relates to where am I? Again, how we started the session. I am here in this body. I am here right now. Tuning the wisdom of my body. The physical form, our posture, the mechanics of our movement. Also our sexuality, our creative life force into the body. As we continue the same flowing movement, bring the hand a bit higher to chest height and heart. And here we are connecting nature and our heart. So nature is the outer treasure. It's connected to our chi, our emotional energy. And this is the question of, what do I want? What do I long for? What do I desire? So I'm here, arrived in the body. What do I yearn for? Make that connection, reach out, make it concrete and bring it in. Dare to long, dare to yearn. Nourish the heart with qualities that you truly want to bring in your life. Uplifting, soothing for the heart. Harmonious relationship with others. Space for your creative practice, for your expression. And this is the power of the water, flowing quality, the river, stream, joy. Nurture your heart, like irrigate your heart. And then once again we continue the same movement, now bringing the hand even higher to the forehead. So here we are reaching out to the universe, bringing the power of the universe into the mind. We expand our mind to be as wide and vast as the universe. Can we let that open our own minds? You can even maybe make a little soothing motion to wipe your brow. All the worries of the day, all the thoughts, the repetitive and sometimes vicious circles of our thoughts. Connect with the whatever celestial body you feel connected to, the stars, the moon, the sun. Connect to that light and into the light of your own consciousness, your own awareness. So this is the question of, who am I? Who am I? What's my identity? What are my roles? That's a superficial way of who are you? Who are you in the depths of your being, in the depths of your soul? Listen to any information that might come in colors or in words or in pictures. Who am I? Who am I in this moment? And am I who I want to be, or am I how other people want me to be? That's a big question. Bring up emotions, feel the ground of your heart, holding this inquiry. Feel the ground of your body, holding your heart. Who am I in this moment? Yeah. And gently bring the arms to chest height, reconnecting with the heart. Who am I and what do I long for? What do I yearn? Might be a different answer than on the way up when we first asked the question. Who am I and what do I long for? It can be a big longing or it can be a small longing like, oh, I love a cup of jasmine Earl Grey tea or jasmine tea. Oh, I long for a hot water bottle for my sore back. Oh, I long for creative project and bringing some bright color to my day. I long for expressing more who I am in the world. Anything you long for, move it. Dare to move it. And bring that longing back into the present moment here, back to the belly, physical structure. So with the power of our mind and light of our consciousness, awareness of what we want, what we long for, the physical structure gives us the power to actually manifest it. So remember what we did right at the beginning where we did the martial arts awakening of the tummy. Bring it in with consciousness into the activation of your lower dantian. So go and make the cup of tea after we finish. Go and write that letter to the person you haven't seen for a while. Post something in a community that you are connected to, or ring someone you want to connect with today. This is the physical structure where we can actually manifest what we feel in the mind, in the heart. Bring it into the body. So let's bring the hands over the navel. I'd like to show you one more thing. So we bring the fingertip, the first finger and the thumb together. And like you're zipping a Ziploc bag, you are sealing this energy in. So let's do that a few times. Bring the fingers together in the navel and zip this energy into your lower dantian. So bring it in and seal it into the physical structure of your body. I always think this is so magical. Zip it. Keep it in your energetic bank account. store the energy you have moved, the energy you have raised, liberated, lubricated, and really consciously make it yours and keep it here in this sacred part of your body. One more time, zip it in. Place both hands over the belly, put your feet together, and just gently feel yourself rock and sway and spiral, bringing the energy to all parts of the body, even behind your knees, behind your ears, between your brows, into your elbows. You are completely filled with this life-giving, juicy energy that connects body, heart, and mind. And slow down the movement, and one last thing, you really bring it home, circling the belly, the lower dantian. And you take this with you into the rest of your day. You might want to take some notes if you had insights you want to remember. And if you like this, please give the video a thumbs up. And you can do more of this work in my Moving Mystic membership, 30-minute sessions like these every week. So I hope to see you there sometime. Thank you for watching, thank you for playing, and see you next time. Take care.